Got to tickle.
Welcome to Cigar Hustlers Podcast, episode 367. Recorded live at Mike and Mike Production Studio in Deltona, Florida. This is the Cigar Hustlers Podcast, the show where cigars, business, and life collide. Join your hosts, Mike Stepankevich and Mike Palmer, as they bring you unfiltered takes on the cigar industry, insider stories, and a whole lot of laughs. Me, I'm Boots, your sound and video engineer. And who can't ad-lib and just read exactly what's on the paper? So, you may sit back, light up, and enjoy the hustle.
Mike squared.
Hello, Michael.
Good afternoon, Michael.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is a Christmas Eve episode. It'll come out tomorrow on Christmas
The
Eve.
Christmas Eve especial.
So I dressed up a little bit for Christmas Eve, and because it's time for the top 25.
Yes.
It's time.
It's okay.
You combed your hair, so that was nice.
I combed my hair.
That was nice of you.
Oh, it looks
I
nice.
combed my
Boots
hair.
even has a sport coat on. You just can't see him.
Yeah, I combed my hair too.
He combed his hair.
Yes, he did. He did, yes.
I put the
So
finishing touches on.
Nails okay? Well, you need a manicure?
I put the finishing touches of the
I'm sorry.
paint.
Was my mani-pedi skills not up to par for the weekend?
No.
Very
I put the... I
Painted more?
was, yeah. I was finishing my house, doing like details, and it was brutal.
Oh.
It took like 5 hours, and I'm not even done.
Don't tell you.
Yeah.
Maybe Santa's little elves will show up and finish for
That'd
you.
be nice.
It would be nice.
So, what do we got? Let's go.
Okay, we got some trending topics. The Cowboys edge out the Buccaneers in a thrilling matchup, securing a narrow 26-24 victory with clutch plays on both sides of the ball. Dallas managed to hold off on Tampa Bay's late-game surge to claim the win.
Yeah.
I guess it came 2 days after they were kicked out of the playoffs?
Yeah.
But they're mathematically kicked off or something I was reading.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah.
There's nothing else they can do.
No, there's nothing Dallas can do to make it into the postseason.
So let's play really good this last time.
Well, at this point, you're playing for your job. Right?
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if
All right, we'll get into complete details when we do the whole story. This is just the intro portion.
All right, go ahead.
It's the intro portion. President Joe Biden has commuted a sentence of 37 out of 40 inmates previously in death row.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We have the 3 that he decided could still be killed.
Okay.
Honda and Nissan have officially announced plans to merge, a groundbreaking move that will create the world's third largest automaker.
Oh, wow.
Behind Ford and General Motors, I would imagine.
Okay.
Today is actually Festivus, the iconic made-up holiday from Seinfeld, celebrated on December 23rd. It's a day of airing grievances, feats of strength, and, of course, unadorned Festivus bowl.
Okay.
When's the Krampus Day? Is that today?
Krampus? I don't know. That's a different TV show. We're doing Seinfeld today.
That's the evil Santa
That's the evil
Claus guy.
Krampus.
Yeah.
He's in the red alert or red zone or whatever the hell that was called.
The
Red
alert.
One.
Red one?
Red One.
Is that what it was? I know it was red something. It was
Red
terrible. It was
Alert.
a terrible movie.
What?
It was terrible.
I thought it was a good movie.
Nope. Boots has a story on Christmas.
Oh,
Okay.
Christmas Day feels like a pause, but those venturing out will actually open. So Boots has a list of who's open on Christmas.
it's a very long list.
I like it.
It was much longer. I cut it down.
Oh, perfect.
I don't think we care what financial institutions are. Basically, there's none. So I
There's
just,
none.
spoiler alert, there's none at all.
Okay. Well, let's go.
All right. Oh, then also after that, we have the Cigar Aficionado Top 25. Who's on it? Who should be on it? Why is this person on it? And how much did they pay to get on it?
Gotcha. I also have a curveball for both of you when it comes to
Curveballs.
Aficionados Top 25.
Oh.
We're going to call somebody from Cigar Aficionados?
No, I'm going to play
Jay
some,
Davis?
I'm going to play some clips for you.
Of cigars? People smoking cigars?
No. No.
What cigar was that?
Hotcakes.
Sorry, go ahead.
You'll have to see.
Oh. Clips. I'm very excited. You
Yeah.
actually done some pre-production work.
I did.
Oh, people like the clips. I'm getting a lot of comments on your clips.
Yeah?
But they say the quality has sort of gone down lately. They're very upset.
Oh, yeah?
You don't put the funny pictures and stuff in anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, they like the funny pictures.
I'm just telling you what the people have said, Michael.
That's fine.
A lot of people, I don't watch your show, but I love the clips.
Yeah. That's fine.
There's more clips on the show. You should watch the show.
Yeah, if you like the clips, watch the show. It's a much longer version.
You'd really like this show. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's a crazy concept.
Right. All right, Cowboys get gritty with a 26-24 win over Buccaneers after playoff elimination. The Cowboys' season ended before they had even had a chance to play this week.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, I guess. They're mathematically eliminated.
They are mathematically eliminated. Rat bastards.
Well, while nobody actually expected them to reach the postseason, Dallas has mathematically eliminated from playoff contention early on Sunday when the Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels threw a go-ahead touchdown. Go ahead, make a touchdown, I guess.
Right.
Okay. With 6 seconds left to upset the Eagles.
Yeah, that was big too.
So it's that easy, huh? This guy made a touchdown, and then all of a sudden, they're out.
Are we talking about the Cowboys or are we talking about the...
Cowboys.
Yeah, so the Commanders had won against the Eagles.
Right.
And because of that, Dallas is mathematically eliminated from their division.
So it has nothing to do with that it was a touchdown pass or anything like that.
No. It was a go-ahead touchdown because they were behind, and then they took the lead.
Oh, then they went ahead. Oh, I thought it was
go
like,
ahead.
guys, you need to go ahead and make a touchdown.
No, let's go ahead and make this one. Okay? No, not like that.
Oh, all right.
So, now, I will say this. There is nothing more dangerous in the NFL than a team that has to play with absolutely nothing to lose.
Right, you would think.
And that's
Right.
what Dallas had. They went,
You could the speech the coach gives, look, it doesn't matter if we win or lose, but let's not lose.
let's play 100%.
Right.
And that's what you got.
The last game of the season for us. If you
Well-
get hurt, you'll be healed by next year.
Well, it's not the last game of the season for them because they still have 2 more to go.
Oh, seriously? Well,
Yeah. But they're out of playoff contention. So realistically, what they're doing, each individual and as a unit, is they're playing for a job. And if you don't perform now,
this is when the owner's looking going, okay, well, Mike Stepankevich here isn't really hustling, so.
I mean, realistically, would you want a player that says, oh, well, we're done, so I'm not going to put in 100%?
No, I guess not. I guess you got a point there.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, get the fuck out.
Right.
Yeah, you're done. So the head coach especially, because the head coach, what's his name? Matt Bootsy. Tell me. Mike McCarthy?
Tie.
It's a tie. It's Mike Tie.
No, it's not.
I don't know. Yeah, McCarthy. Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy.
The guy from Green Bay.
He doesn't know.
He was from Green
He's
Bay,
guessing.
but
He's just guessing over there.
now he's in Dallas. Yeah, I mean, he's playing for his job for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So, interesting stuff.
Right.
And, the way that Tampa started to come back. And,
Yeah, it was a very close game, it seems.
and it looked good. And then there was this one panic throw to Rashad White, and he scrambled up the field a little bit. And then
Rashad, he's a good scrambler. Go ahead.
and then he fumbled the ball, and they took it back. And it
Not
was-
a good ball handler, though. Good scrambler, bad ball handler.
he's a great ball handler. They're actually second in the NFL ranked for rushing yards.
Yeah, poor guy. I mean, he
team?
really got chastised.
The team or him personally?
The team. It wasn't entirely his fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Baker made some bad decisions, some deep throws that he shouldn't have made. It's just it's a team game. It's not just one.
Sure.
It's not just one guy making a mistake.
The
Right.
Buccaneers still in contention for the playoffs?
Now, well, if they had won that game, there was a 97% chance they'd be in the postseason. Now it's 50-50.
Oh, so they have to really play good the next couple of games.
Well, yeah, not only that, not only do they have to play well, they have to beat Carolina and New Orleans, and they need Atlanta to lose either against Washington or against Carolina.
That's what I was going to say. It's kind of interesting with football. It really doesn't matter how good you are because somebody else has to be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have to be good, obviously, but somebody else has to lose for your record to be better than their record.
I got news for you, Mike.
Yes.
That's every sport.
Well, okay, but
You have to be
I don't
better.
follow sports.
You have to be better than your competition.
Well, yes, I
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard, well, maybe it still happens. I haven't been watching a basketball game. And they go, well, they won, but it doesn't matter because the Lakers beat somebody else.
Well, that's because it's the NBA. You know what NBA stands for?
I know it stands for, that's what I'm saying. In football, it's
What does NBA stand for?
National Basketball Association.
No, that's not what it stands for.
What does it stand for?
Not before April.
Okay, that's not what it stands for. If you look it up, Michael, that's not it.
The only reason no one's talking about the records in the basketball,
Right.
because as of right now, none of it matters yet. When you start getting into April, that's when things are like, okay, well, we need this guy to lose in order to, this is how many games back
See,
they are and all this other
that's
stuff.
specific for basketball, I assume. They don't play, NFL's not for something.
Not for something.
I don't know,
Not for something.
Not for the league games.
No, the NFL stands for No Fun League.
Well, that could be.
Yeah, that's because there's so many penalties.
All right. A few hours later, the Cowboys kicked off a primetime showdown against Buccaneers team with plenty left to play for, but it was the Cowboys who looked like a team trying to prove something. The game came right down to the wire, but when all was said and done, the Cowboys emerged victorious with one of their toughest wins of the year.
He gets so angry, Boots.
Why am I?
I was attacking him or something.
That's not what it stands for. It stands for.
You were attacking me. I'm sorry.
I wasn't attacking you at all. I was
Yes, you were.
explaining to you.
It doesn't really stand for not before April. I'm sure that's some type of joke with the game, but that's not what it stands for.
I'm trying to explain to you that every ranking matters with wins and losses against your competitors in your division, especially. It doesn't matter what the sport is.
All right.
Okay?
Fine.
Okay, Angry
Let's
Mike?
get to the dead people.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Because it doesn't matter if who dies, because they all die. Except 37 of them aren't.
Okay.
Biden's corrupt pardon of death row inmates. The Biden Justice Department filed a death row penalty charge against Luigi Mangione, the alleged cold-blooded killer of health insurance executive Brian Thompson. Mangione was already facing state murder charges for the murder committed on a Manhattan street. The only reason to pile on a capital charge for the administration that both says it is philosophically opposed to the death penalty was to impose a moratorium on execution. Since President Biden entered office in 2021, was to grab headlines in a case that had riveted public attention. And now, just days before Biden has cynically commuted the sentence of almost all remaining federal death row inmates.
Okay, so wait a second.
Okay.
So Biden did something with the Luigi guy?
Yes, they wanted the death put on the ticket or whatever it's called, because originally they weren't going to.
Okay, they wanted the death penalty.
They wanted the
to
death penalty, yeah, but they want him given the death penalty.
Okay, and Biden can do that.
Well, he can ask for it, yeah, I guess. Well, his Justice Department, he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That was what I was kind of leading into.
Yeah,
Like,
no, he doesn't.
he hasn't been calling the shots for ages.
No, but there's still somebody behind the scenes, who calling the show, like, doing stuff in his name,
Right.
as it was.
Death penalty.
Yeah, we need the death penalty on this one because we need to look strong as we go out.
We will look strong.
And then, so they did that, and then they went, okay, but the other 37 people, we're just not going to know.
So
1 for 37.
Everybody who's federally on death row, except for 3 guys, 37 out of 40, he pardoned.
So wait, what is the pardon? What does that mean exactly? Are
They're
they
not dying.
Yeah, they're not. They're still staying in jail. Yeah, they call it a pardon, but it's more commuting the sentence. They're just saying, we're not killing him.
So 37? You don't have to die.
Right. So if you're going to get the death penalty, if you're strapped in the chair, whatever it is, and you're waiting on that call from the governor, the governor doesn't go, he's innocent. The governor goes, no, we're not killing him today.
No die.
No die.
More ham sandwich for him.
Yes.
Okay.
More deviled ham.
Okay, perfect. So,
Okay,
but there's 3 there.
There's 3. We're like, these guys are really bad.
Can
These
you
3 are bad.
imagine? Can you imagine
No.
being that's what is that?
Absolutely not.
That's like an 8% chance of not being pardoned.
Right. You hear the news that he's pardoning death row, and you're like, oh, thank
Thank
goodness, I'm cleared. Oh, no, not you.
Not for you, motherfucker.
Not for you.
No, you, and you dead. You're all going to die.
So I don't know exactly what this guy did, or how do you say his name? It's Tsarnaev. Tasnarov. Is that one of the terrorists
Maybe.
or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, no, he's guilty. He's a terrorist.
He's guilty.
Well,
No,
because
He
it's-
was found guilty.
No,
He was not alleged.
Do you know he's a terrorist, or is it by the spelling of his name?
Well, if this is the guy, I think this is the guy that the Boston,
bombing.
yeah, the Boston bombing at the race. I think it's that guy.
The marathon one.
You have
Yeah.
an 80% chance of it being a bombing.
Well, that's true. But it was in America. It's not like he's bombed somewhere else, and we don't have a lot of bombs going off here.
Okay.
But because they're making it sound naturally, this guy was left on the list, so it's
guy-
got to be a big thing,
That guy didn't get a pass.
right? The others are Dylan Roof, a white racist who in 2015 murdered black worshipers at the Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church in Charleston.
Oh, I remember that one.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. Against whom the Obama-Biden Justice Department sought the death penalty despite its claimed constitutional qualms, and Robert D. Bowers, the Jew-hating murderer who killed worshipers at Pittsburgh's Tree of Life Synagogue in 2018, he's also still going to die.
All right. So hate crimes, no pass.
Right, apparently hate crimes, yes.
I think
Please.
racial hate crimes.
I think that's fair.
Do you have
I don't have a problem with leaving these guys in this.
That seems reasonable.
This seems okay to me.
Do you have any information on the 37 that got pardoned?
yeah. Talk about
There was a couple of guys had pot. There was a
Did die? They were
there was
gonna
a
die?
jaywalker.
There's a
No,
jaywalker.
no way.
There was a high-speed chase, I believe.
It was a jaywalk in
And
Manhattan.
then there was some Bitcoin problems or something with some guy.
something Bitcoin.
So the
Something
Hawk
big
girl, OJ, and
Right. Huck to OJ.
Okay, good. All right, perfect.
Nissan and Honda officials announced plans to merge and create the world's number 3 automaker.
The world's number 3.
Honda and Nissan has formally agreed to hold talks over the next 6 months on a possible merger, so it's not even a deal yet.
Yeah.
we were thinking about it.
We're thinking about a deal that would create the world's 3rd largest automaker and give them more resources to compete with a growing threat from Chinese car makers. A 3rd smaller Japanese automaker, Mitsubishi, which is already in an alliance with Nissan, will also participate in the talks. So these 3 guys are going in together.
Okay.
The combined company should be created would trail only Toyota and Volkswagen in global sales.
I didn't even know Mitsubishi still made cars.
Well, apparently.
They're like us too.
Yeah,
we want
us
it.
too. We went in. We want it.
Sell us.
Mergers in the auto industry are nothing new. They have taken place since the acquisition of various brands formed General Motors in the first decade of the 20th century, but they sometimes have trouble succeeding bringing together different partners. Then this is from Nissan CEO Makoto Uchinda. Today marks a pivotal moment.
Oh, today.
Together, we can create a unique way for customer to enjoy cars that either company could achieve alone. Oh, neither company could achieve. Sorry, I couldn't understand that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Neither. Nissan has struggled since the collapse of its alliance with Renault. It's, those cars are really good.
What's a Renault?
Renault used to be a small car back in the 80s. I didn't even know they were still around.
They were with Mitsubishi.
Probably. Facing severe financial problems that put it in desperate need of a larger merger partner. So Nissan has possibly gone out of, if this doesn't go through, Nissan might go bye-bye.
I don't think so.
They owe a lot of money.
They just filed for bankruptcy. It's the American way.
Yeah, and then Biden pardons them.
Yeah, then you
Well,
get a pardon.
Biden won't be there by then. They're doing this 6 months away.
Well, they better do it quick.
Well, I mean, Biden can just grant them,
Oh, pardon's now like his son.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
there you go.
10 years of not doing
10 years of
You know,
anything you did is fine for the next 10 years.
you know what, Nissan, here's what we're going to do. In advance of the next 3 years, if you file for bankruptcy, you're going to be cleared of any debt and wrongdoing.
You're going to be fine. It'll be okay.
Blanketing statement.
I would like a Renault, though.
Leave the Renault at the White House for me to leave quietly.
Wouldn't drive away in one. He might not fit in one. They're kind of small. All right, Festivus, the Seinfeld holiday focused on airing grievances, is for everyone. For those folks who may be finding that holiday cheer. It's kind of amazing that this holiday has become almost an actual holiday.
I didn't even know this was a thing, though.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
You've never heard of Festivus?
No.
Oh,
Festivus for the rest of us?
No.
George's dad started this, or George started it as a fake holiday to get out of work or something, and his father grabbed a hold of it and made all these rules for it.
Oh, really?
Boy, how young are you guys?
I have to watch this episode. Seinfeld.
For those folks who maybe find the holiday cheer is hard to come by, there is a different alternative to the cheery decking of the halls. There is available options to celebrate a holiday that maintain a healthy dose of grumpiness. That's right, there is Festivus. December 23rd is Festivus, a day reserved in history for all who feel that normal holiday traditions don't quite fit the bill. Festivus is a special holiday reserved for those more apt to want to embrace their inner bah humbug than their Christmas spirit. It is a fair guess that many of us may be in that camp than ever before, and an antidote, or at least an outlet that may prove cathartic, is Festivus.
Nice.
So let's see. This is from 1997. How old were you in 1997?
I was 13.
Boats?
10.
Well, you guys are young.
The camera's not recording, by the way.
What?
That's okay. That is over there. It's red and green over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's off.
Is it? Did you hit record on the?
It says recording on the screen.
Okay, I
Let's
can't
see
see
that.
that far.
Still no space.
Not still. It's again. It was clean right before the Sokka thing.
Still no space.
How long did you interview Sokka?
That was 3 episodes ago, Michael.
No, it wasn't. Sokka went up last week.
That was 3 episodes ago.
So every 3 episodes it's got to be cleaned up?
Yeah.
George Costanza, played by Jason Alexander, revealed that his father, played by the late Jerry Stiller, created the day to contrast the religious and commercial aspects of the traditional December holiday. But I'm trying to think where the rule's at.
Yeah, what are the rules for Festivus?
Sounds like you just be grumpy.
You air grievances.
I saw that.
So you tell all the people if you have something that you complain about, you air your grievances.
Oh, that's every day for me.
Yeah, I know. There's feats of strength.
Okay.
They had an old guy on there who was just lifting things, and you could punch him in the stomach.
Also every day for me.
And then they have a Festivus pole, which is just a plain pole instead of a tree.
You just stick a pole?
You stick a pole up in your living room.
That's
way you
normal
don't-
for me.
You don't have to decorate the tree. Not a Polish person.
Oh.
A metal pole.
Oh.
You don't have Greg come over and just stand there.
I didn't know if you were being short.
No.
Okay.
This is interesting. If they were getting really technical, Festivus may have roots dating back as early as 1966 when Seinfeld writer Dan O'Keefe, who introduced Festivus into the plotline, first heard his father dream up the holiday.
In 66?
Wow.
In 1966.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Festivus for the rest of us, yes. So happy Festivus, everyone. Today is the 23rd.
All right.
All right, Boots, you want to do your trending fact? Don't hit the button because I haven't changed your music. Boots, trending facts.
Boots, trending facts.
Hello, peoples.
There it is.
There it is.
All right. Last minute errands often seen to pop up on Christmas and Christmas Eve. Whether it's buying a quick present or picking up a last ingredient, many stores and offices are closed on the two holidays to give employees a chance to spend to spend time with the loved ones during the holiday season. This year, Christmas Eve falls on Tuesday, December 24th, and Christmas falls on Wednesday, December 25th. Before heading out, make sure to check the times of locally owned businesses. Grocery stores, here they are. Albertsons Company Stores, Safeway, Albertsons, Jewel Osco, Acme, Randall's, Shaw's, Vaughn's, and Tom Thumb will be open Christmas Eve with reduced hours. Many of those banner stores and pharmacies, including Jewel Osco, Randall, Shaw's, and Tom Thumb, will be closed on Christmas Day. Some Albertsons, Safeway, Acme, and Vaughn stores will be open adjusted hours. The company said to check with your local store before visiting on Christmas.
How long does this read?
I forgot he reads slow.
Retail. Walmart stores will close at 6 p.m. local time on Christmas Eve, and all stores are closed on Christmas Day.
This is the last
Target
section.
will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time Christmas Eve, but it will be closed on Christmas. Home Depot says to check with your local store, but locations will generally close at 5 p.m. on Christmas Eve and remain closed on Christmas Day. Lowe's will be open as normal on Christmas Eve and will close on Christmas Day. Department store Macy's will be open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. local time on Christmas Eve and close on Christmas Day. Kohl's will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. local time on Christmas Eve and close on Christmas.
All right, that's good. We're good.
You know what? I'm very proud of you for expediting that. That was fantastic.
Yes.
No problem. You don't want to hear about the Postal Service?
Postal Service is closed. UPS runs on selected services. There you go. FedEx and UPS closed Christmas Day.
Listen, Christmas and Christmas Eve have been the same for the past however many years you've been alive.
No, there were some stores on there open on Christmas that weren't usually.
That was during COVID, wasn't it?
No, I meant now. All right, now we got the top 25. I just sent you a leak, Boots, because I realized I didn't give you the thing. So hit it on your phone. We start with number 25. We work backwards. Everybody knows how this works. We say if we think it should be on the list, shouldn't be on the list, and if we've had it, and if it's any good.
Okay.
Okay, do you have your clips ready? Do you connect to the board?
I am connected. Just confirm that.
Yep, it's connected.
Well, I'll wait till we're done.
Okay.
I'll wait till we're done. And, but before we get into this, I
Yes.
want to say one simple thing.
Certainly.
Every year, this Cigar Aficionado, yada, yada, loses more and more credibility. And every year, I feel like less and less people actually care about the top 25 cigars from Cigar Aficionado. I really feel like this is no longer a thing of relevance, but let's go ahead and entertain it anyways.
Have you already pre-read this?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I saw bits and pieces of it. Now, I asked ChatGPT if your ranking can be bought.
Yeah.
Here's what it said.
Yes.
It said, while Cigar... yeah, it just says yes. No. While Cigar Aficionado maintains that its annual top 25 list is based on blind tasting and objective criteria, there has been ongoing speculation in the cigar community about the potential biases. Advertising dollars, brand visibility, and relationships with manufacturers may play a role in exposure, though the magazine insists that rankings are merit-based. Now, that said, many industry insiders believe that while you can't outright buy a spot, being an advertiser or having strong ties with the magazine certainly doesn't hurt your chances of being noticed.
All right.
And these are obviously not top 25 new cigars. These are top 25 of all time.
I don't know, top 25 of 24. So some of them, I believe, are from this year.
Some of them are new. Some of them are old. Some of them are Cuban. Some of them are we don't give a shit. We're going to do whatever the hell we want to do.
Right.
All right, we're going from 25.
All right, here we go.
Who do you want to read them? You want him to try? You want me to do it? What do you
Yeah, let's
want?
have Boots read them.
Okay, Boots, read number 25.
Number 25 is the Tatuaje Reserva E Uno.
Okay.
Okay, I've had it.
Yeah?
It doesn't stand out in my memory, though.
Okay. I will say this. I think that Pete Johnson does make some great cigars, and I feel like he deserves to be on a list.
On the list, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the cigar that I'd put on the list, but
Right.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, out of all of his cigars, I think there should be others. And at number 24, the Fiero Tego Suma Corona Gorda.
I like the space between Corona and Gorda.
You like that?
Corona?
Corona Gorda.
Okay.
Have we smoked this on the show, right?
Do we have this upstairs?
I think so.
If we have it upstairs and I've had it, I don't particularly enjoy a lot of his cigars.
Yeah.
But
Dominican.
again, he should. It's Dominican, so he's not going to like it all. Over there,
Yeah,
so.
he had Dominican. But he loves
But he certainly should be on the list.
yeah. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it's going to be acceptable for masses.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And I think that he's doing a lot of good things. Herklot's doing a lot of good things, and I believe that
It's a good size.
it warrants being on here for sure.
Certainly.
Especially with his affiliation to New York and all this stuff, and Cigar Aficionado, like it fits the mold. I don't know if he should have ranked at 24. He probably should have came in a little bit higher than that, but it feels like it's just a nod to him,
Right.
This was the first of his flagship brands, regular production line with Fiero Tego Suma 2023.
Right.
Well, and two, like he's been making a lot of noise this year.
He's working his ass off.
Right.
Yeah.
I like how he softened his look up a little bit with the new company.
Yeah.
He's not as, coat and tie and all his photos and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And even his interaction on social media is a little more lighthearted than it used to be.
Okay.
Ready for the next?
Yep.
And at number 23, the Warped Corto X52. Never smoked it.
I think I have had it.
Yeah.
Been around since 2015.
Okay.
If you click on the picture, it gives you a little,
A little bio.
A little bio on that cigar.
Okay. Does it belong on the list? Boots?
No.
Palmer?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think so.
Okay, as you're gonna kind of go through this, I think that you're gonna start to see an attempt from Cigar Aficionado to start incorporating brands that actually warrant being in here. I still don't think that they figured that out, but do you remember Austin Powers with Dr. Evil?
Yes.
And before he's like, "I'm hip, I'm cool."
Yeah, baby, yeah.
That's what I feel like's going on here when I looked at this list.
That would make sense.
There's a couple in here that, so
yeah, let's sprinkle some of the cool guys in here a little bit.
So this is who I think they're like, this guy's all right,
Right.
Kyle or whatever. We still have questions as far as whatever his Gallus family cigar is.
That was the guy we talked about last year, right?
We talked about him last week.
Last week. That
Yeah.
meant last week. Yeah,
Yeah.
not last year. Yes.
Well, soon it'll be last
Yeah.
year.
Soon to be.
Soon to be last year.
All right. And at number 22, the one-off black and tan Robusto.
Who makes this?
Illusion.
Let's-
Illusion?
Yeah, that's Illusion. So it's Aganorsa.
That means I won't like it if it's Aganorsa.
It's actually a pretty good cigar.
You smoked it.
Yeah. I don't think that it's... Look, the answer is... I'm going to tell you right now. If I got to say no to... There's going to be 3 that are on this list I'm going to say okay to. Other than that...
This brand's actually owned by Dion,
Yeah.
but it's not actually part of Illusion.
Oh, really?
It's like a sub-brand.
It's a one-off.
Yeah, exactly. This is a one-off cigar. It's a one and only, so it's kind of weird that it's on the list.
I don't think it should be on the list.
I don't think it should be on the list.
Again, same scenario.
Yeah.
I'm hip, I'm cool. Daka, 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 daka,
Yeah.
daka, daka, daka.
Number 21.
And wait, I'm still and they're not even saying what's in it. They won't disclose what's in it.
I don't think he disclosed what was in it.
That's what I mean.
There's leaves.
He didn't.
Tobacco leaves.
What's wrong with that?
Well, nothing. But it's just so weird that it's on the list. We know nothing about this cigar other than who
It's
made,
very good.
who owns the company,
This is good.
and you can never find it again.
It's a one-off.
Right? It's like if Catastrophic Failure made the list and then nobody can see it again.
It'd be way better, though.
Well, certainly.
One Off has a complicated past. It was started in 2001 by
Yeah,
an
just
Italian
so.
retailer and gained a loyal cult following, especially in the United States.
2001?
One of those fans
Yes.
was Dion Giolito of Illusion Cigars. Fast forward to 2017, the brand ends up in Giolito's. That's probably not how you say his last name. Possession. And by
Gelato.
2018,
Gelato.
a new line of one-offs were on the market. Black and Tan is the one-offs brand to the newest spin-off and comes in only one size. Yeah.
Peace.
Okay.
Not much is disclosed about the cigar. We think we smoked it, but we're not exactly sure. All right, next one.
LFD Double Liegro Chisolito Maduro.
Nice.
Wow.
What did he say?
Oh,
Say Lajero again?
Lajero.
Ligerito?
Ligero.
Ligero.
Ligero
Is that Lajero?
Chisolito. Yeah, it's Lajero.
There's no hyphen.
Chisolito. So that's just a regular LFD chisel? Been around forever?
Yeah,
I think it stays on the list.
I mean, fortunately for them, they had the cigar for them to try. You know, realistically, LFD belongs on a list.
Certainly.
On a
Certainly.
list.
But was there nothing new this year that could have made the list? I mean,
You know,
this might have been the only one they had.
their
Yeah.
new cigar, I thought was pretty amazing. Their 30th.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we ordered two boxes at the show, and we'll probably never get
never
them.
seen him. Yeah, I didn't even get. He ran out of samples.
Yeah,
I didn't even get one.
You know, so I may have ordered more than two at the show. Doesn't matter. Leo's not getting his commission on that sale, anyways. So
Sure.
I mean, even the what's the purple and blue one
the purple and blue one.
with the circle
Purple and blue, the McFly or whatever it's called.
The
no, the LFD.
the Lennox.
Nope. There's one more.
Purple and blue.
It has like the cool box it comes in. Circle. It's like a circle.
That's the Lennox.
The Lennox.
That's the Lennox, the circle box.
There's one more.
But there's a day and a nighttime one. The Lennox is a nighttime.
the
There's a daytime.
Solavita or
The
something.
Yeah, that
Solix
one.
or something.
The Soul.
Isla del Sol.
Isla del Sol.
I think it's the Del Sol. It's the Solstice? I don't know.
It's the Solstice. It's the Solstice.
That one's good. That should be on the list.
Is it the summer solstice?
Yeah.
They make good cigars. I don't know if this is the one that should be on the list.
Yeah.
But at this point, we're 4 cigars in, and it's like, okay, let's just pick some people.
Well,
Right.
no. At this point, they're thinking, "Oh shit, we didn't put LFD in here."
Right, that's what I mean. They're
Yeah.
just going through the list of guys at this point.
Yeah.
Pick one. Well, you know, I had a chisel the other day. It's the only one the store had. Oh, put that one on. Nobody
Yeah.
knows. Just put it on. All right, number 20.
Number 20, Cohiba Riviera Robusto.
Somebody came in Saturday, wanted Cohiba, but they couldn't pronounce it, and I couldn't figure out what they wanted. They were saying Cochiba or something like that, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't.
You couldn't figure that out.
Well, and then he showed me a picture, and like, oh, Cohiba, and he's like, yeah, and I go through the, we don't have the Cuban one, whatever. He bought 2 of the ones in the glass tube we have up there.
Oh, you gotta understand. At that point, you just give them the Cohibas.
Well, I was just informing him of the brand and everything, and there's a Nicaraguan and a Dominican one.
Yeah.
There's a red and a black one. We have one of them, I'm sure. Let me take a look.
He must have been very nice if you explained those things to him.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because normally, if somebody comes in and they say, "Hey, I want a Monte Cristo, I want a Romeo Julieta, or I want a Cohiba," I'm not going to have the conversation with
It wasn't that guy. It wasn't that guy. Other than those 2, he bought some boutique stuff.
Okay. Because more often than not, that consumer is never going to be taught or wants to hear anything else.
Oh, it was
right?
it was a gift for someone else. The ones in the tube.
Oh, okay.
I would like the number 20 cigar, please.
So that makes sense why you explained it to him.
Yes.
Because if he came in and said, I've been smoking Cohibas
Right.
for 30 years.
Right. Exactly.
This is the cigar I want.
Right.
It's like, okay.
He's looking it up on his phone. Go, wait, hold on to get the name, and then he goes Cochiba. I'm like Cochiba.
Yeah,
And he goes Cochiba, and I'm like, oh, Cohiba. Okay, fine. We can work with this. Here we
Right.
go.
Okay.
Follow me down the road, sir. Here we go.
Here we go.
I don't know why that was on the list. Again, who even makes this? Is there even a person?
STG makes it. Scan the
So
name.
no, really though, no person. There's not. There's not a face
Cohiba
on it.
always makes the list.
Yeah, look. There's no Cohiba that belongs
First
on
time the non-Cuban Cohiba has on the list.
there. Is that what it says?
Yes, it was. So they've gotten in trouble for having the Cuban one on there for the last several years. They're like, put the non-Cuban on.
You know, Sean Williams, a basketball player, probably aggressively attacked them.
Oh,
You know,
think so?
I said, "Hey, why are no Cohibas on the list?"
Well, the non-Cuban Cohiba, they usually put a Cuban Cohiba on the list.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Sean Williams is not a Cuban Cohiba guy.
Okay, I know. He was just on the podcast you were on.
Yeah.
I never saw him talk.
He didn't say. He was happy. He said the weather was nice.
Sean Williams, what do you have to say about cigars? Well, it's really good weather here. Okay, moving on.
The weather's nice.
In Cali.
The weather's nice. All right. I don't think that should be. I don't.
No.
No.
Doesn't belong there.
Doesn't belong.
Number 19. Herrera Esteli Norteño. Lonsdale.
That's just a new size because that cigar's been around forever.
No, I don't think it's a new size.
I mean, I've smoked it. I don't think it should be on the list.
I think this is just another. Hey,
Yeah.
State.
It's another. Put the name on.
Yeah. Number 18.
Wait, is this one of Willie's cigars? This is a Willie.
Willie Herrera. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Another. Now they're just doing guys.
Yeah.
We like Willie.
We like that. We're just doing names, just people's names. All right, go on.
601. La Bamba Warhead X.
Hey, should be on the list. It's a good cigar. It
We
should
finally
be
got
ranking
to
higher.
one where we could say, okay, I get it. Right?
Right.
The only thing Aficionado messed up because it's a foot band cigar.
Yeah.
They should have shown the bottom of the cigar in the
Right.
little circle.
Yeah, no. Why would they do that?
Right. Why would they? Right. Somebody can't just scan down there.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
I
wrapper.
got this tickle. Is there any other Espinosa cigar that you think would warrant above this cigar?
Oh. Who are you asking him?
I'm asking
Everybody.
I'm
I'm
I'll
sure
start with
they would have
Palmer.
been happier if it was a knuckle sandwich.
I don't know how they haven't acknowledged knuckle sandwich at this point.
Right. Something.
Like at this point,
So many to pick from.
At least the birthday cigar.
you have a guy that taps into so many. I think all four quadrants as far as the marketing spectrum's concerned. Right.
Right.
Who's out there beating the drum for this brand. He doesn't need the money.
Right.
You know, the guy is absolutely crushing it. If you've had a conversation with him and it's been even if it was a 30-second conversation, the guy is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You walk away feeling like $1 million.
Sure.
Like, he's extremely talented. He knows exactly what to say, who to say it
Very
to.
personable. He gives you he pays attention to you when you're talking to him.
Right. So because Knuckle Sandwich doesn't give you any money, you feel like they don't warrant being on this list, but we're going to give Warhead the cue? I mean,
We're going to give him a nod.
I got some questions. You know, that Las Provincias, that newest one,
Yeah.
that thing is a banger.
Is
Yeah.
it? I still haven't had that.
Yeah, it's
It is
good.
damn good. You know? So anyways.
I'm glad they're on the list. They
Yeah.
definitely need to be on the list somewhere.
Yeah. I'm hip. I'm cool.
Yeah, they could. Right, Eric. Put Eric on.
Eric belongs on there.
Certainly. Next year, Aficionado, can you just list it by the people's names? Make things a lot easier for us.
This one was cool.
Yeah. This one is Eric's.
This one we had to get on or else he'd get mad at
Yeah,
us.
this one is Willie Herrera's cigar.
Here's what I would like. I would
Just
like
their faces in the pictures.
I would like just to know, you don't have to tell me the dollar amounts, but give me like tiers as far as advertising contributors to the magazine.
Does Espinosa advertise on
Tier
Aficionado?
1, I think so. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, something like that. Like this
Right.
is Tier 3
This is how you
contributor.
get up in there?
Like just some type of clause. You know what I mean? That way I can at least decipher. This person is a Tier 3 contributor to the magazine.
In the November edition, they did a big thing on Eric.
Right,
It was
they
a
did a
big
story
piece.
on him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he paid for that.
Probably not.
No.
Well, Knuckle Sandwiches in it. I've seen it advertised in the pages.
Yeah, he's probably paid for ad space.
Yeah.
I mean, but he belongs in there.
Certainly he does.
All right. Number 17, the Placencia Coseca 151 La Musica.
Coseca. Cosecha.
Yeah, that one. I think it belongs on the list. I like this cigar. For Placencia.
You've had the La Musica?
De la Musica.
I'm guessing that's the size. I mean, I don't know. Is that if it's a shorty one that's upstairs? Yeah.
This is a 5x50.
This is all Honduran. Do you like Honduran cigars, or is that with the Dominican?
Anyways, this is a great cigar. I have smoked this. The 151 and the 149 are great.
Okay.
This vintage Pacific blend comes in a 2016-2017 harvest.
I would have gone 149.
Yeah.
Personally. Over the
I like the 149 better.
Yeah, I think the 149 is a better cigar.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I don't know how you have to have Nestor on this list.
The Criollo 98 tobacco, every puff of the tobacco is like taking a bite of a Christmas fruitcake.
Is that what it says?
Christmas fruitcake. I don't even like Christmas fruitcake, but I like
Does
the
it
cigar.
make like a funny noise or something? Hey, little fruitcake.
As a chorus of baking spices, candied fruit, molasses, and walnut notes are harmonized, having a rum barrel finish to bring the whole holiday effect home.
Oh, it
Really?
should. Well, they must have chat GPT'd that shit.
Yeah.
That was
Give
Thomas
me
Papalardo.
make it taste like the holidays.
I want the holiday flavor profile, please.
The most wonderful time of the year.
The most wonderful. All right, what's the next one?
Number 16, the Perdomo 30th Anniversary Sun-Grown Epicure.
I don't know. Should they be on the list?
No,
I don't think so either.
we got to expedite this a little bit. I'm going to tell you right now.
They definitely should not be
We're
on the list.
we're at 16 and I'm already bored.
We do this every year.
I know.
It's tradition.
Okay, 15, 14, and 13. I'm a solid no.
Casa Magna, Romeo and Julieta,
Yeah.
and 13. You don't like the Viva La Vida Jester?
No, but that's a nod to
It's
AJ.
like a liquor store.
It's an AJ thing. I'm cool.
Well, they had the La Bamba was made by AJ,
Yeah,
but not AJ's. Okay, Axum Claro Robusto. Sorry, we're just moving along.
you best ax him.
The Axum.
I like Axum.
Number 12, the Axum.
I think he says Axum.
Ax him.
Well, we say Axum.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make it right. I say a lot of things wrong on this show, and I get in trouble all the time.
Our show, our rules.
Okay.
Now, that was a different cigar. He just changed the name.
Yeah, that was the poet guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matapa.
Matapa. This is the Matapa.
Okay. So look. Does Nick Malolo belong on the list?
I think so.
I think if they're going to add some of these other people, certainly.
He 100% belongs on the list.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna
It's this
put
cigar.
this cigar, this number 12 cigar, Sumatra blend, and we're not gonna nod to Volstead at all.
Yeah, I was going to mention when we got to the end the lack of Roma Craft, anything.
Look,
Like a taste.
yeah, I mean, this is just a good pivot point for me to say, hey, again, over and over again, it's not like Roma Craft has been around for 1 year. These guys have been around for over a fucking decade.
Right.
And you're not going to acknowledge them. I could tell you right now, we could call random people out of my phone and say, hey, listen, would you rather smoke the Axum or a Volstead?
Half the story about the cigar is
Well said.
the historical background of the name.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
right.
all they have.
That's them writing it in. You know what I
Right,
mean?
Sure.
Like, here's the history of the cigar.
Yeah,
Like,
here is the Axum cigar.
Right.
Well, it's Indiana Jones in the Ark of the Covenant, so but it was made by A.J. Fernandez. That's
now,
all we know.
Yeah, now look, I'm not discrediting Nick because I think Nick is probably one of the greatest blenders of my generation.
Which you have said it more than one time.
Yeah. This cigar in particular, I could think of 3 Sumatras I'd smoke over it.
Yeah, it's not his best work.
Yeah. No.
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 And it's top 12.
Right. All right. Well, we can nod the Aroma de Cuba if you want.
Okay.
Never smoked it.
I haven't smoked this one, but look, it's going to be good, I'm sure. It's pepine. The Passion box pressed.
Again, there's someone got to get another name in.
It was made in Honduras. Maybe it's not that good.
But now it's well,
I don't know.
The number 10 Brick House.
He's got to be part of the conversation. You know what? What's really crazy about this cigar
are we, the Brick House, is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Okay.
is it's actually a really good cigar. It's pretty decent, especially for its price point.
Really?
Yeah, I can't really shun that. Is it more mainstream? Yes, but the reality is, I think that it's actually not bad.
I still don't think it belongs in the top 25, though.
Yeah. But considering that it's Cigar Aficionado, it makes sense to me. I think that for the value of the cigar, its flavor profile is pretty up there.
So they're more mainstream cigars, anyways.
Yeah,
That's what you're
and
saying.
now they're trying to pepper in the I'm hip, I'm cool shit because they're losing. I think that they lose.
Viewership.
They lose. What's it called? Relevance, I guess. Yearly,
Oh, I'm sure.
every year.
Yeah, it's a matter of time before they go away.
At this point, it's just I see it on the media guys. It's just more of a cigar aficionado. You know what I mean? Like there's that whole thing. But at this point, no matter Look, Sokka's never going to be on here because he doesn't get along with the guy.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, they don't like him. He says that every year. I'm never going to be on it. They don't like him.
So that goes to show you that how biased. It's incredibly biased.
Sure. I didn't hear as much chatter about this even being out. It was 2 or 3 days in before I even noticed.
Yeah, nobody cares anymore.
Nobody cares anymore.
So it's like, what's even funnier is, you know what? I can absolutely despise a person if I don't, I could disagree with everything that they represent. If they make a good cigar, I'm like, damn, that's a fucking banger. I have no problem saying that.
Sure.
And this goes to show you that this is ego and, tremendous bias right here.
Certainly.
Like,
they probably don't like Skip either.
I mean, Sokka should have at least been at 25.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just the
he's
blue
not,
or
he's
something.
Not, he's not cool, though.
It's so ridiculous. Like, hey, you know what? I can't stand you as a person. You're obnoxious.
Right.
This cigar's
sure.
good.
You
I didn't really invent cigars. Stop saying
we butt heads. Everything that you say is wrong.
Right.
And everything I say is right. But
Certainly.
you know what? That Brûlé Blue,
The cigar's still good.
it's a damn good cigar.
Right.
All right.
Number 9.
Eye of the Bull.
Yep.
It was once the cigar of the year. Again, Fuente is going to be on the table. Cohiba Maduro, number 5. That's a Cuban. I don't think
Cuban should be on the list.
Cubans don't belong on this list. Rocky Patel, Conviction Toro.
Got to throw a Rocky in.
Yeah, exactly. And this is one of their most expensive ones. I think that's a bust. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be on the list. Oliva Siri V Milanio.
Yes.
Yes, it belongs on the list.
I think it belongs on the list, but not that high.
Number 6. Okay. All right. It's a decent, consistent cigar. Whatever. Partagas, Linea Maestro, blah, blah, blah.
Maestro.
I never smoked it.
Yeah, I think that's a Cuban.
Is that a Cuban? I think it's a Cuban, too.
Maybe. Yeah, it says Cuba on it. Padron, number 6. Padron's always going to get a nod. Padron's always going to get a nod.
Sure.
I think it should be a different one, but yes.
I don't disagree with the number 6. I think number 6 is fine. Number 9 is fine. 85th is fine. 50th Toro Maduro is the one as far as I'm concerned.
Just pick one.
Yeah. Ernie's Encore. Here we are again, still trying to give this guy an acknowledgement. When it was number 1, you still couldn't sell it, unfortunately. I don't know what to tell you. I like Ernie. I think he's a good guy. He's an icon in this industry. Unfortunately, even being in this number 3 spot, it's not going to move the needle for him. That's unfortunate. Number 2, Monte Cristo, Nicaragua.
Never smoked it.
Same scenario. It's just whatever. It doesn't belong in here.
No.
All right.
They've got to have a Monte Cristo on there.
Okay, cigar of the year.
Number 1.
Yep.
My father, the Judge Grand Robusto.
The Judge.
The Judge.
Okay. Now listen. Here's the thing. Here's what really kind of frustrates me. This whole thing is designed with them looking at unbanded cigars and identifying
Right.
them.
6 unbanded cigars,
Right.
supposedly they took.
Okay. Show me what other one was a 5x60 box press that rated 94 or above in the Cigar Aficionado this year. There isn't one. It's just the same thing as the Andalusian Bull. So to tell me that it's blind and there's all this shit, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. The Bull's the only one that comes in that size.
Yeah.
You can pick that thing out. You can smell that thing and know what it is.
Completely obnoxious. But here and again, they're these same guys that are always going to be in rotation. They're going to get the number 1.
I think it should be on the list. I just don't think it should be number 1.
Yeah.
It's a good cigar.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to play 2 clips for you guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
What are we looking
Now,
for?
hold on.
We're blindly listening to it.
Right, but for what, though? We've got to figure out who it is.
So listen. The day before all of this was released, before the number 1 cigar was released, I had the privilege of being on the Light 'Em Up Cigar Lounge holiday special.
Light them up.
Light them up.
Now, there are 2
Light them up world if somebody's looking for it.
Okay. Okay. I typed in Light 'Em Up Cigar Lounge and it popped up.
Oh, I tried that. It didn't come up, and then I found the world part and added it, and then it did.
Okay. Now, there's going to be 2 comments here, one from John Huber and one from Will Cooper.
Okay.
Okay. And this is not a dig towards them or an attack in any fashion. So please, listen, if you're going to send them the messages and show them this,
Send them the link for the entire show.
at least send the information that I love these guys. They're good guys. They're part of the industry, and they have given nothing but respect to me, and I'm not trying to diss them in any fashion. Now, with that being said, I'm going to play these 2 clips, and I'm going to ask you guys 2 questions, and I want you to answer them for me, okay?
Okay.
Ready? Here we go.
I'm going to go with my father for number one.
I hope that's true.
Okay, I'm gonna back that up.
I'm going to go with my father for number one.
The day before.
I hope that's true.
Now that's George.
George.
I keep thinking. So would you think it would be the Garcia and Garcia, or would it be the 40th?
You know, I unfortunately I don't know what's been rated what during the year because I don't get the magazine or Insider, so I'm kind of shooting in the dark. But it's just the one. It's a true story. But I'm just kind of shooting in the dark that they're the one, name that hasn't been in the top 10 that has like a 94 or above during the year. So I'm going to say it'll go to Pepin. I mean, truth be told, I wish they would give Pete his flowers because he's been overdue.
Well, it should be.
Okay. So he says he thinks that Pete should get his flowers. That's why he should be acknowledged. I mean, he's not wrong in that statement, right? Guys put in his time. All right, now here's Coop.
Thank you. And I do agree with John's pick of my father, but I think it will be Lyle Palencia or the judge. It will be one of those two. Those were the ones that got rated over the past year.
Okay. So both of these guys said, hey, it's Pepin. And one of them even said, hey, it's the judge.
Right.
Okay? So now my question to you guys is, number one, did someone give them the information beforehand that it was going to be Pepin Garcia? And number two, did somebody tell them what cigar it would be? Boots.
You had to, because that cigar should not be number one.
Okay, so you think that somebody gave them the information for the brand and the cigar, or just the brand being number one?
I think probably the cigar. I mean, you could get the rest off of that, right?
Yeah. So you think that somebody said, "Hey, Coop, I just want you to know, just between us,
It's the judge.
it's going to be the judge. It's Pepin Garcia."
Because that was specific.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so you feel like it was both. Okay.
Yeah.
Palmer, what do you think? Do you think that the brand was given specifically to John Huber, or brand and the cigar, or nothing at all, and he's just Nostradamus?
I think Huber was given the brand. I think Coop may have gotten an entire list released to him beforehand.
Okay.
I mean, it would not be out of the realm of possibilities that someone would leak the list to him.
Right.
But now Huber, maybe. Why would someone send him the list? He's not in the media. Maybe just likes to know, or wants to know if he's on it or something. Don't know.
Yeah. Well, but it's a small industry, right? It's very easy.
Certainly, yeah. If one guy's got it, I mean, Coop's probably the only one that wouldn't share it any further. Well, he did on the show, but he didn't say he didn't give out the entire list, and he agreed because now the blame's on John. John said it first, not me.
Right.
But if he leaks it, and whoever leaked it, if he like if he did a story and put out the entire list the day before they released it or something, he would never see it again. Whoever gave it to him.
Okay. Okay, so here's where I'm going with this.
Okay.
All right, hypothetically speaking. So if two guys that are not affiliated with Pepin Garcia,
Okay.
crowned heads and media,
Right.
know exactly what the cigar is, exactly who the brand is, ahead of schedule, I would safely assume at this point, in my opinion, somebody at Pepin Garcia obviously knows that they're getting the number one. Right?
You don't think somebody from Aficionado might have told him?
I think that they did.
I mean, this list could have been done for weeks.
Hypothetically, right?
Thank you for your contribution of
so like, hey,
$100,000.
Okay. All right. So, hey. All right. Hey. And I'm going to pick up the phone. Hey, guess what? Yeah, what do you got? Hey, just want you to know this is so-and-so from Aficionado. You got the number one cigar of the year. Oh, really? Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Hey, which one is it? That's going to be the judge. Okay, cool. All right. So now you know. Thanks. Boop. Hang up the phone.
So they called Pepin Garcia.
Somebody. Yeah.
They called somebody.
Yeah. So,
I'm sure that happens.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're assuming here that the brand now knows that they're number one.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So what does the brand do?
Blast it.
No.
Ramp up production.
Yes. They don't have to blast it.
Yeah, they don't want to say it early.
They will. Of course they will. But who do you think that they would? I would assume, who do you think that they're going to say it to?
Media.
No.
They're
going to feed it to the top dogs. Right?
What is a nanny boo boo?
If you're going to take care of somebody,
Right.
they're going to feed their top retailers.
Sure.
Oh.
Right? So, hey, just so you know, I can't say anything to
Right.
you.
You didn't hear it from me, but
Hey, so-and-so, I really feel like it would be in your best interest if you bought another 20 boxes of this.
sure.
Right? So what does that do to your mid-level and your smaller retailers?
Oh, it cuts them out.
They hear about it later.
Right.
Right.
They pick up the phone, they call their Pepin Garcia rep or whatever, and they go, yeah, that's long gone, buddy.
Right.
Right? Okay.
I mean, how many times have we been told that?
Right. So why, as a small, look, we're talking about a small retailer, a mid-level retailer. If they got 3 of those boxes and they make the extra $300-400, it makes their week.
Sure.
Right? The 20 or 30 that goes to that top retailer, it's just a little cherry on top for them.
Right.
Right? So instead of helping a small or mid-level retailer, allegedly, you went ahead and you took care of your top dogs. Why, as a retailer, as a small or a mid-level retailer, why would you support a brand that doesn't have your back?
Well, you shouldn't, but you still want to sell the cigar everybody's looking for.
You're not going to get it.
Well, no. I mean, you might, but not in time.
Right.
Sure. So, I mean, I wouldn't, if I owned upstairs, I wouldn't be hunting down the judge because it's going to be too late.
Right.
Don't you
Sure.
want to be, you're hip, you're cool?
What about you, Boots?
Yeah, but if I'm hip, I'm cool,
I
it's
don't
too
know,
late.
man. I mean, my father, the judge, and the other one, what's the other one like the judge? It's like another name like that.
I have no idea.
The jury,
No.
The court.
the prosecutor,
It's the other good
Defendant.
the
It's the two
defense
good
attorney.
ones.
I think they made one
The
called,
bailiff.
I think they made one 37 out of 40 forgiven, something like that. That was the next one.
one. Wow. Anyways,
I bet they.
there's 2 cigars from my father that I would be a no-brainer be put in my humidor. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, if somebody's not going to take care of me, then yeah, why am I going to reciprocate? You know, I'm not gonna help them.
I want to call Jack on the Patreon. I have a question,
Okay.
but not on the regular show.
That's fine.
Okay.
How can you support a brand? How can you support
hard,
a brand that doesn't have your back?
I get what you're saying, but it's not just supporting the brand, right? You're also in the business of sales.
You're not going to get the cigar in time to sell it.
No, but if it's a popular brand, you might still have to carry it.
La Bajun is the other one.
I mean,
I'm
The My Father box press, the Bayou.
yeah.
did somebody text you?
No, La Bajun. No, it just came in my head.
It's a great cigar.
Yeah.
I mean, as a retailer, I guess you can. I mean, you can always find somebody else. If you're a good retailer, if you're the guy that sits at the register, you need shit that sells itself in there. You're not working nothing.
But if you can educate your consumer, I mean,
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're the retailer that sits, behind the register and doesn't educate your customers when they come in,
right.
you just want what's going to sell.
What people.
So, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, why would you? But I'm betting
That's a hard one.
I'm betting everybody in this list got a phone call that, hey, you're going to be number 22 on the list, or whatever it was.
Well,
Just like the Oscars,
maybe,
they all
yeah.
get phone calls. They all know who's going to win before
Really?
they get there. Sure, they
But maybe they
How
buy
do you
their
think
spot.
they do the videos? Not with us tonight. So and so, he did a video, and they're thank you, I appreciate it. They didn't
Right.
shoot that live. They had to send a crew out there and everything.
right.
And they don't know if you're coming until they tell you you're winning. Like, The Rock goes, thank you very much. I should have won by now. I'm not going to be able to attend. I'm shooting another movie where I'm playing the Easter Bunny.
Right.
So they send his crew out, and he won. He plugs the Easter Bunny movie because he's dressed as the Easter Bunny.
Right.
And 2, he does his little speech. So
He'd be a hell of an Easter bunny.
well, I'm surprised he hasn't. There's been the Tooth Fairy, and now Santa Claus is helper. So it's just a matter of time.
What's it called? Pastel 2 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, when he has to
Hippity
shoot out the
hoppity.
jelly beans, though, that's going to be
Right.
crazy.
Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. He's
Someone-
got a gun that shoots jelly beans.
Someone's abducted the Easter bunny,
Right, exactly.
and he's got to find him.
And he's got to fill in and find him.
He's got to fill in and find him.
Right.
It's incredible.
Well, they dress up. Who's the little comedian who's really good friends with?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart is the Easter Bunny. He has to be the Easter Bunny.
yeah.
Why? The Rock goes and saves the real one.
That would be perfect.
Right.
Okay,
and
wait.
it's Shaq Black.
All right.
The 3 of those work together.
Oh, okay, hold on. I got to bring this
Jumped
back.
So bad. Yeah.
I got to bring this back real
Okay.
quick to
All right.
close out on this.
Sure.
I don't,
Okay.
Well, why are you asking? So, okay, tell us why.
Here's why. Because, look, at the end of the day, this is what I think is what's fragmented in this industry. It is designed where top retailers are fed from these top brands,
Sure.
and it's never going to change until mid-level retailers and smaller retailers take their time and investment and learn what actual good tobacco is and the craft.
Right.
Right?
Sure.
And it's unfortunate to me to see this because, I've experienced it over a decade at this point. It's just like, yeah, big shocker,
Right.
And I don't know. I just it's humoring. It's kind of humorous to me, that it continues year in, day out. It's the same shit. I haven't look. I have no disrespect to Pepin Garcia. The guy has built a huge brand. He's extremely successful. He makes great cigars.
Right.
They're not in this humidor.
No, we don't carry him here.
We don't have him.
You guys don't have my father?
No.
Nope. We get asked all the time. We don't carry him.
You used to.
Not all the
right?
time.
I wouldn't say that we get asked all the time.
Not all the time, but we do get asked. But that's not the only brand they ask. And I always tell people, all cigars don't sell in all places, which is something that doesn't work here.
You had the other one, though. The
Aroma de Cuba?
Yeah.
Yeah, through Ashton.
Oh, okay. So it's a different carrier.
So it's not for me. It's just like I could show you a bunch of different other things.
Sure, you can find something else.
Right. Things that I think are way better.
Well, your shop is okay. You're a mid-level guy, right?
Sure.
So, but you're a different type of mid-level shop, right? You're not just a cigar shop. You're a cigar lounge and, online retailer. You have way more knowledge. So when you come into this place, it's different, right? It's take me on a journey, show me what's going on, show me the different cigars, show me the things I should be smoking and not what everybody's telling me is the best, but what really is the best by my taste buds, not by, by my palate, sorry, not by, a magazine or whatever. It's a different type of shop. When you go into some of these other shops, they're just like, yeah, the cigars are over there on the shelf.
Yeah, but that's kind of my point, right?
And you got the knockers with them.
So it's both sides, right? Like, you should take care of the retailers that are actually invested. There are plenty of cigars. There are plenty of mid-level retailers that are working their ass off,
right?
That are invested. One that pops in my head, Cigar Den Nick, all the time, man. That guy is working his ass off. He's on social media. Mm-hmm. He's always at his shop. Yeah. He's in tune with brands, and I even saw a post where he's excited about having the judge. I'm like, oh, okay. But, I guarantee you he didn't get a call. I guarantee you he didn't get a read between the lines of, hey, just so you know,
right,
you're going to need 20 of these.
Maybe we call him on the Patreon. Find out if he got a call.
I mean, I'm happy to call him at any time. But my point is,
I get what you're saying.
We have reason to believe that this information is leaked out prior to.
Certainly,
because of those two interviews.
I mean, just those two interviews, those two statements.
Coops is very specific.
Those two statements just
Coop was very on page 12 of the release
How many
I got
judges
yesterday.
have you smoked, Coop?
Those two statements are just an example of all of the things that I've heard in the past. They just so happen to happen.
John covered himself a lot better than Coop did.
Yeah, he was very fumbly.
He was very fumbly and not very specific, where Coop's just like, it's this one.
It's the judge.
Pepin did a great job. It's the judge.
Right.
I'm smoking it right now.
It's just comical to me, man.
Yeah.
I think that it's a big portion of what's wrong with this industry, and that's the reason why Cigar Aficionado continues to lose its viewership every year.
Well, this list is a bunch of bullshit anyways.
100%.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's maybe 4 cigars on the whole fucking list that you could say, yeah,
exactly.
That should be in the top 25.
All right, let's wrap this up because we're running late.
All right, shop of the week is Cigar Club Manila.
Okay.
And listener week, we've never, I don't think, made this man a listener of the week.
Really?
Mr. Skip Martin.
Oh.
Really?
Skip Martin. I don't think we've ever made
Never
him
made him a
I
listener?
don't believe so. Skip Martin, listener of the week.
I mean, diehard fan.
Diehard, avid listener from the beginning of both shows.
Yeah, from the jump.
Right.
He's a great listener.
And a great friend.
Yes, he is.
And his cigar should have been on top 25.
Something should have been on there.
How it wasn't.
It never is.
Because of cigar politics, and it's all bullshit.
Right.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
There's not even a Room 101. There's nothing on there.
All right, we got to go. We got people upstairs.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the Cigar Hustler Podcast, the show brought to you commercial-free.
But a massive shout-out to our amazing patrons on Patreon.
Thanks to your unwavering support, we're able to deliver unfiltered, unbiased opinions on all the things cigars and personalities in the cigar world.
Your backing makes it possible for us to keep it real for our listeners. Cheers to you.
If you would like to become a Patreon member, go to www.patreon.com and search the Cigar Hustler Podcast.